need to recognize the difference between a passport and a visa before you travel? Before going on a trip, make sure you understand the distinctions between a passport and a visa, since you may require both. What is a U.S. visa? A visa is a legal document that enables the holder to enter a foreign country lawfully. The holder's passport is generally stamped or affixed with the visa. There are a variety of visas available, each of which grants the holder various privileges in the host nation. Who can use a passport to enter the U.S.? A foreign national who wishes to visit the U.S. must first arrange a U.S. visa, which is then placed in their passport. If some overseas tourists fulfill the conditions for visa-free travel, they may visit the States without needing a visa. Citizens of the United States do not need a visa to travel within the States, but they may need a visa from the nation's embassy they intend to visit when planning a trip overseas. What kind of visas are there? There are about 185 different types of U.S. visas, which are divided into two categories. Visas for non-immigrants. Issued for short-term travel, including tourism, business, work, visiting relatives, and studying. Visas for immigrants. Issued to persons who want to migrate to the U.S. permanently. The following are examples of both types of visas. Visitor visa. U.S. visitor visas are given to people who wish to visit the United States for a period of up to 6 months and are split into the following categories. B1 visa for commercial purposes. B2 visa for tourists. Student visa. Academic and vocational objectives are covered by the F and M visas. You'll need to apply for either an F1 or an M1 visa, depending on your institution and subject of study. The following are the many types of student visas available in the U.S. An F1 visa is a student visa. Dependents of F1 visa holders are eligible for the F2 visa. An M1 visa is a visa that allows you to work in the United States. Working holiday visa. Working holiday visas enable the holder to work for a limited time in the nation they are visiting. Working holiday programs are not available in every nation. Spousal visa. When a couple is not from the same country, spousal visas allow them to visit each other. Transit visa. Travelers may be required to get transit visas to pass through a country other than their final destination. If you have a stopover in a nation for more than a few hours, you will most likely need a transit visa. Business visa. A business visa permits the holder to enter the host nation and conduct business without having to join the labor force. For example, if a person travels to another country to do business with another firm or attend a business conference, they may need a business visa. Generally, the guest must demonstrate that they are not getting any money from the nation. Refugee/asylum visa. Individuals escaping persecution, war, natural catastrophes, and other situations in which their lives are in danger may be awarded refugee or asylum visas. Difference between a passport and a visa. The key difference between a passport and a visa is that a passport is granted to inhabitants of a country for foreign travel and identification. The purpose of a passport is to prove one's citizenship. When going outside of your nation, it is required to re-enter your home country. Diplomats and government officials are issued passports that differ from those issued to normal citizens. A visa is a stamp in a passport that gives the holder formal authorization to enter, depart, or stay in a country for a set amount of time. A visa may be valid for a single or several visits, depending on where you are visiting. Some visas need an application to be submitted before entering the country, while others are given upon arrival. Before applying for a visa, several nations request an interview or medical check. What are the requirements to get a U.S. visa? Regardless of the type of visa, every candidate must submit certain papers to the U.S. consulate. When filing your visa application, make sure you have the following papers. A non-immigrant DS-160 application form may be completed online. Your passport must be valid for at least 6 months beyond your anticipated stay in the US. Some nations, however, are free from this condition and just require a passport that is valid for the duration of their stay in the States. To apply for a visa, you must have at least one blank page in your passport. A photograph. Receipt confirming payment. Keep in mind that if you cancel your appointment or your visa application is denied, the US visa cost is non-refundable. A list of your social media accounts, as well as the name of your account over the last 5 years. If you have already visited the US with an older passport, you should bring it with you to the embassy or consulate on the day of your interview. An invitation letter for a US visa is a letter written by a citizen or legal resident of the United States. Travel itinerary. Sponsorship documents. Every document that is not written in English or the official language of the nation where the interview will be held must be translated. The translation must be certified by a qualified translator. How to apply for a visa. Following these easy steps, you can apply for a US visa at a US consulate or embassy in your country of residence. Check to see whether you need a visa. Choose the type of visa you want to apply for in the United States. Fill out the DS-160 non-immigrant visa application form. Pay the application cost. Make an appointment for a visa interview. Compile the necessary documents. Attend the interview. Wait for the processing to be complete. Are there fees for getting a visa? The machine-readable visa fee is determined by the kind of visa needed. It is divided into 3 parts. MRV fee, $160. Petition-based applicants, HLOPQ, are $190. E1, E2 and E3 visa applicants, $205. If your visa application is denied or you cancel your appointment, keep in mind that the visa cost is non-refundable. You will need to pay US visa issuance fees in addition to US visa application fees. Fees for obtaining a visa are governed by the relationship between your native country and the US. As a result, some applicants will be required to pay a fee while some will not. The amount varies depending on the nation. A US visa is one of the most sought after, and it is given by the consular department of the US Embassy and consulates. Foreigners from over 156 countries are granted visas to enter the United States under US immigration regulations. Keep the above information in mind to ensure that your visa application process goes smoothly.
We hope this video has been helpful.